All right, so I know you're not looking for an answer, but I guess here's the answer anyway. The ancient Jewish people were called to be separate from the surrounding pagan cultures of the time. Um, they were given the Ten Commandments and many other Levitical laws to mark them as a different people. Um, Once Christ was born, lived his 33 years, died on the cross, spent 3 days in the grave, and then resurrected himself, conquering death and proving that he actually is God. Um, those laws stopped applying the way they had prior to that. Now, um, Jewish people of today, as well as Catholics and Christian Protestants, we are not required to not mix fabrics. We are not required to uh, keep the Sabbath day holy. We are not required to um, eat a specific type of food. We can have shrimp and bacon now, and we're not going to go to hell for it. Um, those laws separated that ancient people from their surroundings, so that they would be holy before God. Now, through salvation in Jesus Christ, um, the process is. I wish I could explain it well. I'm not a very good theologian. I'm sorry. Either way, our salvation rests in Jesus Christ. The people, the ancient people prior to that, their salvation also rests in Jesus Christ. It was just um, a belief system that existed pre versus a belief system that exists post the cross. The cross being central to the faith. And that really applies to both Christians and Jews alike. Um, so Christians and Jews, we have the Old Testament, we have the New Testament, and while we are not required to pick our fabrics because they're quote unquote pure, we can mix them now, and thank God for it because we have much better clothing, much more comfortable clothing now. But and bacon too. We get that bacon is a good thing. Um, but things that really truly are good for our lives, like the Ten Commandments, those are things that we can continue to adopt, continue to live by. Um, we're not forced to just flatly abandon it. Um, and I mean, Jesus said it himself. Jesus was asked, "What is the greatest commandment?" And paraphrasing, he said, "The greatest commandment is this. The first commandment is to love God above all." Paraphrase. And then he said the second commandment, is to love your neighbor as you love yourself. And he said in that you have all of the law and the prophets, which would include all of the Ten Commandments. Gosh, I could wish I could remember it exactly the breakdown, but as far as the Ten Commandments, the first group is like effectively honor God, and then the second group is like um, honor your parents, and then um, the third group I think is, and I'm probably screwing this up, is like honor your neighbor, and that's effectively what the Ten Commandments break down to be. It's like honor God first, honor your parents next, and then don't murder each other and steal from each other. Um, they're good things, and that we're not required to abandon, um, but we're also not currently living under Levitical law because we are not that ancient segregated Jewish nation that had been set apart by God so that He could work His plan of salvation through Christ, because He chose the Jewish people to bring Christ as a man into the world to then be resurrected and prove that he's not only just a man, but also fully God. Um, so that is the gospel in a nutshell, with a little background about Jewish law in there. I hope it helps. You're probably just going to say I'm an idiot, and that's okay. We don't have to agree. Um, I'm sorry that you're mad about a picture of some words on a wall. Um, and realistically, a picture of some words on a wall is not going to force anyone to practice anything that they just simply don't want to. Um, I mean, if that was the case, we'd all be doing things all the time because there's pictures of words on every wall, everywhere you go, and most of them are in some way, shape, or form, trying to get you to do something. So, if those words on the wall are, "Hey, don't lie and murder," why is it a bad thing? Y'all be safe.